scared. I'm just like, what the I'm a mess. I got my sprained ankle.
That's the whole point of this fight. It creates conversation, barbershop conversations, taxi conversations, airplane conversations, and that's what we want. The more people talking about.
The arena snapped from a roar to a stunned hush and back again in the span of a few heartbeat-long exchanges. Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul was sold as a collision of eras, a decorated heavyweight searching for renewal and a social media-born fighter intent on converting spectacle into sporting credibility. When the final bell sounded, the internet erupted. Highlights, hot takes, and frame-by-frame dissections flooded every feed. Hours later, both men finally spoke. Their words were raw, measured, and defiant. Whatever the scorecard said, the night had grown larger than any single name written on them.
I think at the end of the day, I'm a kid with a big heart that wants to change the world, disruptor, and I never took no for an answer, and I'm just chasing my dreams, having fun, and living the American dream, really. It's a testament to hard work, and every single day dedicating yourself to a craft, pushing through when you don't want to be there, and it all pays off in the long run, and believing in yourself, setting goals that people think are impossible. That's really what my story is all about.
There's a particular silence after nights like this in boxing. Not the absence of sound, but the charged pause before chaos regains its shape. Trainers checked vitals, doctors completed their rounds, and both camps disappeared behind closed doors. When statements emerged, they were personal and unpolished, admissions of fatigue, grudging praise, and the controlled fury only elite athletes carry. Joshua sounded like a man taking inventory. Missed angles, rounds that slipped away, moments destined for endless analysis. Paul struck a different note, equal parts bravado and bone-deep candor, speaking to the loneliness, the roar, and the fractal judgment that follows every contentious exchange. On one point they aligned, respect for the event, gratitude for the crowd, and the resolve to let the fight breathe before reducing it to a single line on a judgment sheet.
He has a very side-on stance, tries to practice the Philly shell, and I think Jake has a chance that is slim to none.
I appreciate it.
All good?
Thanks, boss.
Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Yeah. Heavyweight of the world!
Yeah, can you get my back? For the first week of sparring, I had to get comfortable in there and let things slow down and feel the power out and get the confidence to slip, catch, move.
In the build-up, predictions were everywhere and sharply divided. Oddsmakers and many analysts installed Joshua as the favorite, a view echoed across major outlets and betting boards. On the analytical side, CBS Sports and Sportsline's combat expert Josh Nagel leaned toward Joshua, with prop calls favoring a TKO/KO, confidence rooted in Joshua's resume and finishing power. Yahoo Sports contributors similarly pegged Joshua as the likeliest to end it early, citing experience, officiating dynamics, and the magnitude of the moment. But unanimity never arrived. Boxing's loudest personalities and several high-profile fighters offered contrarian takes. Tyson Fury publicly floated the idea that Paul could land the kind of punch that flips everything, even claiming he'd wager heavily on it. Dana White delivered his trademark blunt assessment, skeptical of crossover hype yet respectful of Paul's willingness to step into heavyweight danger. Paul himself doubled down throughout the media run, predicting victory and insisting Joshua couldn't knock him out. That tension fueled the night. Post-fight, pundits recalibrated, some retracted, others doubled down, many praised surprises. Amir Khan spoke to the kind of strike that can halt influencer boxing, while others broke down tempo, ring generalship, and moments when crowd energy bent expectations. The honesty stood out. Few hid from being wrong. Many turned the bout into a lesson in craft.
Well, it's very tough to say something about Joshua or Jake. You know, I'm waiting for this fight because I'm so excited. But, you know, Jake have a lot of chance to win. And a lot of people think he not, but I believe in Jake. I mean, Joshua is the best fighter and have a lot of experience in boxing. You know, he's a heavyweight guy. But Jake improved a lot, and the people need respect both, you know, because it's not everybody have sorry my language, but have a balls for come inside the ring and
From the opening bell, the tone was immediate and kinetic. Early flurries suggested Paul's awkward, aggressive angles could find a home. Then came stretches of textbook heavyweight boxing, range control, jab setups, heavy shots thudding through the guard. Paused on replay, some moments looked routine. Live, they were seismic, a short uppercut that made the crowd inhale, a half-step stumble that swung around. Afterward, both camps pointed to those inflection points. Joshua's team cited effective jabs and power combinations. Paul's corner highlighted scrappy infighting and a ring confidence that defied his unconventional path. Both emphasized what the fight extracted: new respect, fresh doubts, and a gallery of what-ifs. If the ring hosted the fight, social media immortalized it. One exchange became the night's language, looped millions of times. Memes turned seconds into eras. Both fighters leaned in. Raw locker room clips and medical area posts pulled fans behind the curtain, humanizing and monetizing in the same breath. Trainers spoke clinically: range management, high guard discipline, conditioning, and tactical blind spots. No grandstanding. Just homework for the next camp.
Those big discrepancy in skill, sometimes the better fighter carries the other fighter, or maybe goes a little easier. Is there any part of you that maybe thinks that way, or are you going in there 100%?
Zero part of me. And it's not even that it's Jake. It's just, do you know, I was actually looking at myself today. I'm a very respectful guy, brought up by a good family, but if I can kill you, I'll kill you. That's just how I am. And this is just the job I do, so.
Commercially, the bout moved real needles. Live odds swung, post-fight markets recalibrated, and promoters circled rematch possibilities. Betting analysts adjusted lines in real time, underscoring boxing's reality as sport and data-driven entertainment. Executives will be counting rewatch sales and subscription spikes for weeks. High drama is currency. It funds future cards and reframes marketability overnight. Fans argued meaning while pundits debated craft. Traditionalists bristled at spectacle. Younger viewers embraced the collision of content and technique. Neutral observers admitted they were pulled into the theater. Both fighters thanked the audience, acknowledging that attention is the oxygen of nights like this. Talk of a rematch started in the stands and never stopped. Publicly, both camps stayed non-committal, a familiar negotiating stance that lets demand reveal itself. Health came first in their statements, with monitoring and precautionary checks emphasized, cooling overheated chatter and refocusing on recovery.
Is that they're talking about is a massive bonus. So for me, I'm not worried about what people think about the integrity side. I'm more worried about, are they talking? And as
Fights recalibrate narratives. For Joshua, this becomes another chapter alongside titles, setbacks, and reinventions. For Paul, it's a high-stakes proof point for a career built on attention and tangible results. Both invoked legacy, one as a long arc, the other as immediate work. They agreed on one truth: legacy is built on response. What comes next, in training, in the press, and in the ring, will matter more than any single outcome. This was a strategic human choice of a fight, and it won't be forgotten soon. It will be memed, taught in gyms, and litigated by pundits for years. The immediate statements were smart, focusing on cost and return. Lessons earned, respect gained, momentum secured. Whether the next chapter is a rematch, a renewed heavyweight push, or new opponents, judgment will follow action. Now, what did you make of the outcome? And who should Jake Paul fight next to keep proving he's a legitimate boxer? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned for the latest boxing updates.